There is a popular version of mental strength that focuses entirely on isolation. You imagine yourself retreating behind a thick stone shell, blocking out opinions, suppressing your emotions, and staying completely unaffected by the people around you. The appeal is obvious. If you don't care about what others think, they lose their leverage over you. By removing the emotional stakes, you seemingly remove the capacity to feel pain. But the Japanese philosopher Nishida looked at this stoic detachment and saw a flaw. Refusing to engage with the world is not strength. It is a method of running away from reality. When you wall off your emotions, you do successfully block out the pain, but you also isolate yourself from any possibility of experiencing a genuine human connection. Nishida points out an uncomfortable truth about how we normally interact. Most of our daily social lives are not built on authentic connection. They are built entirely around our egos. This creates a volatile internal life. Every compliment inflates your self-worth. You feel physically larger, validated entirely by external approval. But the reaction is just as extreme when feedback changes. Even a minor criticism feels like a direct personal attack that diminishes you. Living this way means you are constantly expanding and contracting based on external feedback. Without realizing it, you have handed total control of your peace of mind over to other people. Living an ego-driven life leaves you entirely exposed. Your entire sense of self ends up being puppeted by the passing opinions of strangers. Nishida offers a specific solution to this trap. He does not ask you to abandon society or become a hermit. He demands something much harder. You have to stop making yourself the center of it. You can test this decentering process the next time you have a conversation. Notice what your mind is doing while the other person is talking. Are you actively listening to understand their perspective, or are you simply waiting in silence for your turn to speak? If your main goal is to protect your own opinions, you are missing the other person entirely. You are effectively talking to a reflection of your own ego. We usually define confidence as always having the right answer. True confidence is the willingness to admit fault and drop those defensive mechanisms entirely. The exact moment you stop desperately defending your self-image is the exact moment you unlock the freedom to actually learn. This egocentric view also corrupts our good intentions. Often, our kindness is highly transactional. We offer help, but we carry hidden expectations for appreciation or loyalty in return. Nishida poses a quiet challenge. Can you practice kindness simply because it reflects who you are, completely devoid of an expected return on your investment? This mindset carries directly into how we handle conflict. You cannot force someone to change. You cannot control their thoughts or dictate whether they like you. The only element you hold absolute authority over is your own internal response when you get hurt. This flowchart breaks down the mechanics of a conflict. Usually we ask, why did they do this? Which is like hitting a brick wall. But if you pivot and ask, why did this affect me deeply? You enter an inward loop of discovery. Instead of being an external threat to manage, the conflict becomes a diagnostic mirror. It exposes your hidden insecurities and the untouched parts of your ego you didn't know existed. Mental strength, through Nishida's lens, is not about becoming cold or emotionless. It is the ability to maintain your sincerity without requiring a constant stream of external approval. In practice, it means listening without rushing to judge. It means helping someone without keeping a mental scoreboard. And it means standing firmly by your values without trying to control the behavior of everyone else. Every relationship stops serving as a means of validation. Instead, each interaction becomes a continuous opportunity to understand yourself a little better. Building a fortress to protect your ego is an exhausting way to live. When the need to protect that center dissolves, you can step out of your own way and discover reality. Dismantling your ego does not mean you lose your identity. It is the exact starting point where real freedom begins.